Welcome back, and we're going to start on our second demo of the day, and it will be the Be Happy gnome die cuts. So, same as the last time, we're going to take them out of our package. I like to get them set up by the die cut, so I have all the pieces together. We will first start with the flower and the little gnome with the wings on the outside and the flowers. That will be our first project. And as you can see, all the pieces are pretty perfect on this little fella. He didn't move around a lot. So I'm just going to set each one off to the side. Okay, we're going to start with his little body here. We're going to take the desert sun. I'm going to ink just a little bit right here just to add a little bit of dimension because you can't really see that much of it in the die cut. And then we'll adhere it. All right, and next up we're going to do his cute little shoes. I'm going to do the tops just a tiny little bit. And then we'll adhere his shoes. And remember, the texture side should be up. All right, next up we're gonna go to the beard. I just love their little beards. I think they are so cute. And actually, I'm not going to ink this this one. I'm just gonna let him go. I like the solid white for this one because there's so much more going on to this one than our other two that we did. And you'll see the dip right here in the bottom, and that's right where his little bottom of the beard goes. So next up, we're going to go with our hat. And I'm going to adhere the hat to the black piece and make sure both textured sides are up here. Then I'm going to add some inking and the Nouveau markers to this hat. I'm going to ink first with the desert sun. Okay, so the inking is done. And now I'm going to go in this Nouveau marker. And we're going to accent the lines right here. You could just make a little thin line underneath with this. Add some shimmer and some shine. I just love these Nouveau markers. The sparkle and shine is so fun. And we just get in some new sets of markers, and I can show you here. We have the tropical rainforest, we have the Moroccan sunset, the sugar rush, and the midnight shadows. And some of these are still come in singles, but I love that they come into threes now as well. And I kept a couple of mine out to show you so you can see how vibrant and sparkly these colors are. We're going to take the Athenian blue and we're going to add a little bit of accent to his wings here. And you don't need to be perfect. I go in a little bit of shorter lines, that way I can go with the flow around the curve here. Okay, so the hat is on, and now we'll start with the cute. I'm going to set him aside a little bit. We're going to work on a little honeybee pot. I will be using the barn red and the desert sun here. I'm going to accent the bottom of the pot. I just love how these inks, you can just add a little bit or add a lot. My dad absolutely loved honey, and he loved Kentucky Fried Chicken. And when we would go, and he would make sure he got his biscuits and piles of honey. And then he would just open that little thing and just open wide and pour the whole thing in his mouth. He loved it. So here is the first. finished gnome. I'm going to set him off to the side. And then we're going to go with the second package. And I'm going to carefully pull out, if I can do at the top, gnome. And again, you don't have to set these pieces apart if you don't want to, but I just find it much easier. Once the die cut is out, I have all the pieces sorted together, so it's easy to put right back on. Okay, so we'll ink the side here just a little bit, because again, you can't see that much of it in the once you adhere it. Then we'll go ahead and put him on. And of course, if you're using this cardstock any other time, you'll always want to make sure when you adhere that if you can see the dots on the page, so cute. They just pop right off the page, and the other side you can see them, but they don't pop like the one side. So you'll want to make sure that you use the side that the dots pop off. Okay, next again, I am again not going to ink the beard as so much is covering it. And again, you will see the little cuts on the die cut that helps you know where to adhere your pieces. And if you're wanting to use these inks right here on the bottom of the sheet that comes with the die cuts, the Quick Quote powder inks are listed right here. Of course, like I said, they're not included, and then the Nouveau glitter markers that were used are also listed. I think it helps once you receive it, if you want to add more to it, that everything is, Andrea has it all listed here. All right. And then this adorable little heart we have here. So stinking cute. I like to use a little bit of the glue that we have here for these little tiny pieces because sometimes they're really hard to get adhesive on. I'm going to go ahead, since I'm right here at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and put the nose and the hands on. Andrea gave me this little trick with these little daubers, because sometimes when these ink pads are nice and fresh and brand new and haven't been used, they put off a little bit too much, a little bit more ink than what one would want. So if you use the dauber, it's easier to control them. All right, now I'm not going to do it today, but I'll quickly show you the difference between the hats here. And then I previously put this one together. And if you can see, I used the Nouveau marker to go around the heart to accent some of the hearts randomly on the hat. And it just makes it come out even more. I think adding that little bit of glitter with the markers is so cute. I love all the collections of all the gnomes, but I tell ya, I absolutely love these bee gnomes. And I actually went out to Hobby Lobby and bought a bunch of bee stuff because I just fell in love with these gnomes. So now I have a bunch of bee stuff at my house for decorations. Here we go. And now the cute little flower. And I love that you got so many different pieces to this kit that you can use it on all the same project or multiple projects, whichever you choose. I'm going to ink the outside of this real quickly here. And the next piece is actually a black piece. If you look careful here, in the picture, you can see the different layers, how it just works on top of each other. So it's not complicated, it's not hard, it's very easy. And then the way they have it when you pull it out of the bag, Like I said, how they had it put on top of each other. You may want to pay attention when you unload the bag at which layer goes next. I forgot to add the little brown piece. There you go. Now all 5 pieces are complete. And you can use all of these on one project, a two-page spread, scrapbooking spread, or you can make cards, any altered projects that you like to put together. They're so versatile. We took one out of Andrea's kits, Smile Widely, and we used the gnomes on the spread here, and it turned out so cute. Oops, this way. As you can see, we put one of the gnomes here, a flower here, the be happy sign, and the other gnome here. Okay, again, I'll show you how it looked before and now what it looks like with the die cut gnomes. So great how you can change things around just a little bit and make it look so differently. And then we also have the Sweetest Honey package from Photo Play that go perfectly also with the gnome dies. And I will lay them down real quick right beside here so you can also see how great that they would go with this entire paper kit. There you go. See how perfect they would blend in with the Sweetest Honey paper pack that we do have also for sale. And then you can make cute little cards. And I'll set them out one last time so you can see how very cute that they are and the little project that we did with it. So cards, you can also use this on a scrapbook page. There's just so many different things that you can do with them. So I hope you enjoyed the demos for the day and enjoy the new die cuts that you get when you receive them and have fun. Just play and be creative.
What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet.
They aren't roses, Nickel Plenty. Those are dandelion wishes.
Of all the flowers, methinks a rose is the best.
Go ahead, make a wish and blow on it.
Don't forget to make a wish before you blow.
What do you have growing in your garden? Maybe some flowers, vegetables, herbs, or maybe even some gnomes. Post a picture or tell us about your garden. If gardening isn't your thing, show us your favorite flower and tell us its special meaning. Post your comments and photos here. You have until Sunday night to answer.